Ladies and gentle cars, we are finally in the home stretch. It feels so good to finally know that we have a release date for Silksong, and I can finally tell all of the non-believers to go screw themselves. So yes, if you are living under, like, literally in the center of the planet, we got freaking Silksong. We did it. There's a release trailer with a release date, and it's in 2 weeks, 13 days as of recording. I'm counting the seconds. I have literally been waiting for 7 years. 7 years for this. And now I can finally milk it for content. But I'm mostly just gonna have a fun time playing the game. Everything leading up to this, just really, the silence, the leaks, all the, like, postponement, like how we thought we were gonna get it in 2023, but then we didn't. And now, ladies and gentle cars, it is finally here. In all of its glory. Oh yes. Ascend to the peak of a haunted kingdom. Lethal acrobatic action. A vast, handcrafted world. Battle over 200 ferocious foes. Vanquish over 40 legendary bosses. Restore a kingdom's hope. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Coming September 4th. Okay, so that wasn't actually my reaction. My reaction was something more akin to But anyway, now that I don't have school to care about anymore, it's time to get into the trailer analysis. Last time I made a trailer analysis on 5 seconds of footage. That video turned into 14 or 13 minutes. This is a whole minute and a half. So grab some popcorn or something. This is gonna be a long one. Let's begin. We get an opening very similar to the Xbox trailer. And oh my gosh, can we take a minute to appreciate the work Christopher Larkin has done in the kitchen? This music slaps so freaking hard. I'm going to be crying listening to the soundtrack for this game. So let's start with the first scene. This area in Mosque Grotto we've seen before. This is going to be a very big theme. We're going to be seeing a lot of rooms that we've already seen before, but they look so much better because they've been polished. Literally, like with one of those, like, big rotating fuzzy discs that goes, and you use it to, like, buff the floors of, like, a school or something. They've put that on Silksong for, like, a few years because, oh my, it's so vibrant. Here is what we have now, and I'm gonna put on screen what this room used to look like. The difference between this and what we had is eons better. This is eons better than what we had. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Here's Bone Bottom. It's so much more colorful. Here's what it used to look like. And now it looks like this. Incredible stuff. Look at how fluid the movement of these blades of grass are. Oh my, look at how it moves. It moves so fluid. Oh my gosh. And we've got, this is Greymore, by the way. I believe we've seen a room similar to this, and oh my god, it looks so much better. It looks so much better! It just looks so much better! This is the caravan, where all the fleas go, which is the equivalent of grubs. And they're so freaking cute! And they make the funny noises! That's just, oh my god, man. I would listen to flea ASMR. Okay, Deep Docks. Deep Docks has never, I mean never, looked this good before. Literally. Oh my gosh. It's so, you can see in the background, the lava, the light of the lava right here. And you can see in the background the bridges in between this chasm. And then here's what this is supposed to look like. And one of the things that one of my friends pointed out is that it's just more alive than Hollow Knight was. We've got over 200 enemies. Hollow Knight had like 150. And Hollow Knight was about how the kingdom has been dead for a long time. This, we've still got society. We've still got like huge cities and like people to talk to. And we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to this in a minute. Ooh, wait, zoom in on that. When this guy walks over the bones, you can see how everything moves, shifts to the weight of this random enemy that you can choose to never interact with. That is how much detail we've got. Focusing on like real stuff here. These platforms, they crumble when you stand on them. We see that in a later segment. We've seen this scene before. It has never looked this pretty before. We've seen this scene before. It has never looked this pretty before. We've seen this area, and it has never looked this freaking pretty. This is Bellheart. I want you to take a look at this and compare it to Bellheart when we first saw it. That is the difference that we are working with here. That is how much polish this game has seen. It's incredible. Sure, the background is a little less visible, but it's just, it looks so much better. I really don't care. It's just so much more colorful. It's really just insane. Okay, let's talk about the Forge Daughter. We saw this character in the very first trailer. We saw Forge Daughter as like one of the very first characters that they told us about when development started all those years ago. And now we can go to Forge Daughter, talk to Forge Daughter, and buy tools. It may sound simple, but I am losing my mind right now thinking about playing this game, just in general. Now let's talk about the stuff you can buy from Forge Daughter. The Sting Shard, a vicious stabbing trap. We can build it. Just know it disturbs us. These devious implements you conceive to kill. It costs 140 rosaries. We've actually seen this one before. It's an offensive tool marked by the red symbol, and it requires one of these weird-looking ores, which I'm assuming is going to be like a pale ore equivalent almost, and you can actually see them up in the HUD over here underneath the rosaries. Now, we don't see that in other... We actually just straight up don't see the rosaries, so it's not going to be like Geo, where you can always see the Geo next to your HUD. It will only show up when you're in a menu buying something from someone, which is very cool. You can see all the currency. Like, I'm sure there's going to be so much. We got shell shards. We've got this ore. I'm just going to call it basalt. We've got basalt. We've got rosaries. We've got shell shards. There's even a beast shard, apparently, when you kill a certain enemy. I'm telling you, man, this game is going to be so freaking good. A magma bell. This is a new thing we have not seen before. It is a blue tool. This trinket is our own invention. It wards against the deadly lava and heat around these docks. The workers used to request them of us. Now they've lost the mind to care. Very cool lore. Requires a basalt to craft. Costs 111 rosaries, and apparently you can use this to like improve heat resistance. The tool system for this is gonna be so freaking cool. The crafting kit, this does not cost a basalt at all. It costs 180 rosaries. It apparently will let you improve the craft quality of your tools whenever you sit at a bench. Crafting by claw alone produces inferior results. With this kit, you can craft finer, sharper, and deadlier tools, if that is your wish. Very cool. It's very nice design. All of these things have really cool art to go with them. Now, the dialogue from Forge Daughter suggests what Hornet's purpose is here. I'm breaking out the English major thought process here. Hornet is definitely trying to kill people, for sure. No, I mean, you wouldn't walk around with buzzsaws and not try to be like laying waste to everyone in your path. Forge Daughter is like weird flex, but okay. You can definitely see in the dialogue, like they're not for it, but they're not against it. They're kind of just like indirectly enabling Hornet to commit mass genocide. It's a very, very interesting character dynamic that I really did not actually think about. I thought Hornet was gonna be like, hey yo, I was kidnapped and I wanna go home. And then Forge Daughter's gonna be like, okay, cool, I'll help you kill those guys who brought you here. But Forge Daughter is instead like, okay, cool, I'll help you, but like, why? Why are you doing this? Very interesting character dynamic, very early in the game. I believe this is a deep docks area. We don't know what this is, but I'm assuming it's like a shell shard satchel, if you will. So you can use it to hold maybe more shell shards than you normally could, or maybe hold on to shell shards after you die, much like stringing rosaries would. Very interesting. They also have these little symbols next to them, which may imply like how the blue dot next to the charms in Hollow Knight work. Like this is a new thing. Are you ready for this? The map. The map. We are no longer at the will of Mossbag to think that the map is among us. Here's everything that we've got. This is Deep Docks. This is Far Fields. Hunter's March. Greymoor is up here. Bellheart. The Marrow. And then if we keep going, we can see the Shellwood. Bone Bottom is here, and that is about everything we get to see. This is Moss Grotto. Bone Bottom, in between the Marrow and Moss Grotto. I don't know what this says. It could be like the Abyss or something. We also have bench pins, map markers, and this thing. This looks like a rosary. I'm assuming this means this is a place where you can get your rosary strung up, or it's like a bank or something. We've also got this area over here, Halfway Home. Very interesting area name. I really doubt that that's like the halfway point of the game, because you start over, yeah, you literally start over here. This is the starting point of the game. You can see Hornet fell from it, like, through this giant chasm. That's actually going to be really interesting. So like maybe this is just like the middle. This is one side of the map. It goes like way up here, like way up here. This map is going to be so big, it'll be bigger than your mom. That, I know, really, really daring words. We know that the point of this game is to get to the Citadel, so we can consider that this is like the outside of Farloom. This is the inside of Farloom. Everything you want to see is over here, but I really like the idea. This is the freaking middle, and all of this is like a quarter of what we see. Another interesting thing to point out is this structure, which looks a lot like this structure and this structure, and there might even be one over here. Question mark, what is this? What's going on? This might, like, maybe this is like where we get new crests. Maybe this is like a new, like the room where you get new crests, like we saw in one of the trailers. That'd be really interesting. We have seen this enemy before. Though projectiles are new, we're actually going in the opposite direction this time. It looks so much prettier than it did before. We've seen this before on the Xbox ROG Ally teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it. That didn't happen too long ago, and this looks better. It just looks better. Now, I really have something to say about this. Do you remember the big deal I made about the slopes? The way she slides down this, opens up so much potential. I'm still gonna make a big deal about the slopes, but just this area in general really is able to blow my socks off. So we've seen sequences where you slide down the slopes on the little puffballs or whatever these are. I think they're spores, maybe? Is this like maybe like a tramway or something? Like you would sit in here and like it takes you upwards. We don't know where it is on the map. It wasn't on the map scene that we just saw. So we really don't know. It's still a late game area. Also, a very important thing with the HUD. These masks are blue and they move. Hornet is cold in this area, which is something we did not have in Hollow Knight. You can even see the overlay on the screen, and even Hornet, you can see she occasionally becomes blue. Believe me, I'm not crazy. Hornet sometimes turns blue, but I mean, oh my god, the platforming is just amazing. Just amazing. It looks stunning. It's stunning. I can't get over how good this game looks and the fact I get to play it literally in 2 weeks. Do you not believe me how much detail is in this game? Look at the HUD again. Don't look at the masks. Look at the way the gear crest moves. It's the little baby details that are gonna make this game literally contender for Game of the Year. It's just a really small details. How when Hornet neumes at an enemy, and then it moves. And then you nume at an enemy, and then the crest moves. This crest does not do that, because this crest is boring. But then again, early game reason. This is like far fields, if I had to guess. We've seen this scene before, and actually, we've seen this scene before too. Here's the difference. Yeah, that is real. It just looks so much better. This is this scene now. This is this scene then. Difference? Oh my god. Crazy stuff. We've seen this scene. This is what it looks like now. This is what it looked like then. Crazy stuff. Oh my god. Guess what? We've seen this before. Now versus then. Crazy. Let me tell you, I am autistic for a very small amount of things. And when I say that I found something that I really like, I mean it. And it normally replaces everything else that I love. This has stolen my heart. Literally the animation quality is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like, it looks better than Hollow Knight did, which is great because that's the whole point. That's why Silksong took this long, is because they were having a good time. It wasn't in development hell. It was in development paradise. Rant aside, this does not look like an ending. It does not look like it takes place at the middle of the game. This looks like the gates to the Citadel opening before Hornet. And there is something on the other side. And guess what? I get to find out. Yeah, I get to find out. I freaking get to find out. This is new. This is the Citadel in all of its glory. It's like, look, the spikes, the way, this guy, the platform, it's so intricate. Look at the details on the chains. This is 7 years. This is new. This is one of the things we haven't seen before. Buzzsaw attack on big guy for pogo and double jump, which we have not seen before. Very cool. We've seen the little exploding balls. The little exploding balls that whenever you neume in on them like this, and then they explode. The updrafts, I don't even think this is an updraft. I think Hornet is literally just reverse skydiving here. And oh, it's beautiful. Let's take a hot second to appreciate this at 1/4 speed. Wow. Just so many colors. It's like blowing me out of my chair right now. Like, I am literally going. Now let's talk about that number. This isn't your 2025 number. This is a different number. 200 enemies. When we saw the blog post, it was like 160. That was 7 years ago. They didn't add as many. They didn't add a bunch of enemies since then. But I'll tell you what they did do. They made the enemies better. Because that's what Silksong is all about. This guy, like, the design is so cool. You can see how he rolls up his chain. And then he tries to throw it at you. And these guys, this is an arena mode. It's so cool. We've seen this before. Oh my lord. It's literally everybody's favorite boss, the Mantis Lords. Except it looks so much better. It's not as fast. It's not as fast. The reason why I love Sisters of Battle is that it looks really freaking impressive when you play Sisters of Battle. This is not as fast. It just looks better. The scenery, it's so, like, you can see everything, the light reflecting off of every gilded surface, and the glowing eyes, and the way the enemies, they attack as one. They attack as one unit, and they do like a big AoE attack that is telegraphed by big white circle. Wow! Incredible. Also, there's 40 bosses, over 40 bosses in this game. Hollow Knight had 47, I think. We might have less bosses. I am not concerned because this game is beautiful. I love games that just blow you away with, like, the graphics. And that game, this is exactly what I want. This is like, I would get off to this, if you know what I mean. And Hornet has like this floating ability. This isn't a thing that you can attach to your crest. This isn't like an offensive thing. It might be like a movement-based crest, maybe like the yellow one. I'm not sure, but it could also just straight up be an ability. Like, you can learn, like, maybe Peach is in this game and she mentors Hornet on how to glide around the room like this. This guy is literally trying to eat Hornet, and you have to dash out of the way. Trobio is back, my favorite moth thespian thing. It's so much more vibrant. Here, I'm gonna do the funny editing thing again. This is what it looks like now. This is what it looked like then. Crazy stuff. It just looks so much better. He's got the sparkles. He's got the sparkles, guys. We've seen this boss before. Here's now. Here's then. Doesn't it look better? Doesn't this look better, though? When I first saw this boss and the Xbox trailer, I knew this is going to be my favorite boss. This is going to be my favorite boss. Oh my god, it looks... like, the design looks so good. I've never seen a boss that hangs from the ceiling like this. And it claws down at you. Like, oh, you can see the power. You can see the power that he puts down. Bro, this is peak enemy design. And there's even a new guy. He's got a leaf for a face. But he has, like, this spinning attack, which is very cool. And these spikes that come down, maybe that's like a second phase, because we didn't see any spikes on the arena. Last time we saw this boss. I'll do the thing again. This is now. This is then. Cool, right? Very cool. This guy. This is like the Silksong clickbait of Hollow Knight bosses. Or Silksong bosses. We've seen several iterations. And guess what? This one is the best. By far, this one is the best. Here's what it looked like in the beginning. And here's what it looks like now. I don't know what to tell you. It looks better. It just looks better. Now we see this town. This is theorized to be Sherma. It totally looks like Sherma. I am on that boat. Wait, there's another sage. So in the Moss Temple from the demo, there was a sage like this little guy. Maybe that's like a recurring mechanic. This building looks very, very important. Although I don't know why there's a bunch of homeless people outside of it. Maybe gentrification. I'm really just spouting stuff at this point. Wait, maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm right about gentrification. This looks like the Citadel. This looks like the Citadel, but it's dark. The Citadel is not dark. It's very bright and fancy, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like now. This is like the lowest layer of the Citadel, is where all the hobos and the winos live. It's literally gentrification in my Silksong gameplay. The Bell Beast. This is like the same Bell Beast cutscene, but you know what I'm going to say. It looks better. This is now. This is then. Very cool. I'm assuming this is going to be like a nail art bit. You train with this random character that we've never seen before, and you can unlock like needle arts in this case, I guess. Or maybe it's just special skills or something. I'm going to go ahead and say needle arts. A pervert. That's right. I can already see the insane amount of fan fiction that is going to come from this scene in particular. He's a snail. It looks like he's writing stuff. He's got scrolls upon scrolls all over the place. He's got his shell over here, so the shell is detachable. Maybe it's like that one Adventure Time episode where the snail is actually a slug, and he's trying to get chicks by making people think that he's a snail instead of a slug. We've seen this lace fight about 1,000 times. And say it with me. It looks so much better. This is easily the best variation of that fight. And I mean, we've even seen, like, this exact move. It just looks so beautiful. And now we have the number that we've been waiting for, September 4th. Heck yes. Give me my Silksong. Okay, I'm going to move into a little bit of a further analysis. I know I looked at the HUD for the sloped area, but I did not look at the HUD a lot outside of that. Beginning of the game, you're in Moss Grotto. You do this excellent sequence where all of the little dudes fly away. Your silk spool, you got 5 masks. Your silk spool is broken. You cannot carry maximum capacity. It looks like you can go a pretty decent chunk of the game and not have this fixed. So you're going to be stuck at a minimum capacity. This guy looks like he's got something to do. He's toiling away on his little bench here. You see the hammer go down as soon as it cuts away. You get one frame. You get one frame of this guy's hammer hitting something. Now, it's been fixed. Extra mask, by the way, but still no unique crests. This is the default crest, and it looks like it's got like a little attachment. Maybe this is always here, but it's been theorized that this notch is like how much silk you would need to fill this up and use certain abilities. This is the silk spear thing. This is proving what I said earlier. You have to have a certain amount of little notches here to light this up and use abilities like this. This is, I believe Hornet does like a big ol' charge attack, early game deep docks. It looks fixed, although it could be broken, and I can't tell because Hornet's got full silk. Now we have a real crest. I think this is the Reaper crest. We've also got an additional amount of silk that can be added. Either Hornet can just hold more silk, or the notch has been moved lower. We've also got a boomerang and the same silk spear from before. Now we've got the Pimpillow, 7 masks, the harp crest. Then we've also got a fixed spool, but there's no notch on it, so that means that this is a full thing that will light up this thing. There's a lot going on up here. This is the AoE attack that she has. This is a spell that I'm assuming maybe goes with the crests, or maybe it's something else that you equip outside of the crests. We've got this big mask, and I have no idea what it does. We do know that there is a Silk Soul mode, which is like Steel Soul, but different. So maybe this mask can't break or Hornet die forever. Question mark. I'm not sure. Now we've got 3 segments on this. The base, the extra stuff, and the extra stuff. This is probably a tool that you can equip. This is a tool that you can equip. I don't know what it does. It's like a golden knife. This is a gear crest that I've never seen before. And I love the functionality of how it moves when it fills and gets unfilled again. Back to the start of the game. This is like a medallion of some sort, if I had to guess. I don't know why it would be an equipable that you would put on the HUD, though. We've seen this crest before. We don't know what this does, but we've seen it before. This thing, I don't know what it is. This is a buzzsaw, but it might be this thing that Hornet just did. It could be that. It could totally be this, because it's probably not this. I'm really not sure. Maybe this is just an ability like the wings are. The purple pin. Don't know what it is. This is a new crest, by the way. Very sleek looking crest. Probably one of my favorite designs outside of the gears. I don't know what this does. Maybe it's because it looks a lot like the lifeblood syringe, but it's just purple. Maybe there's purple lifeblood, like decayed lifeblood, maybe? I'm not sure, but that's just my theory. This thing, I think this is like an extra bit of silk that you can hold on to. Don't know what this is. This is a new thing we haven't seen before. 9 masks, so this must be late game. This very cool crest is back. Spell that we don't know what it does. This is a very interesting crest. Very interesting crest indeed. It looks a lot like the Steel Soul HUD from Hollow Knight. If I'm sure there's some inspiration there. This is back. This is a purple version of the thing that we saw earlier. We've seen the yellow version. What's with the purple version? I'm sure it's going to be explained. Maybe stuff turns purple in this game. It's broken. It's still broken. We've seen it fixed with 5 masks, but we've also seen it broken with 6 masks. Very interesting. Maybe you can break it multiple times. Maybe this is just what it looks like when you haven't recovered your cocoon after you die. That would make a lot of sense because that's exactly how it works in Hollow Knight. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's like that thing that we saw Hornet throw out way long ago. I believe that was the Xbox trailer. Although I really don't think that's the case. Because in the Xbox trailer, it does not look right at all. Because Hornet's just kind of on top of an enemy with iframes. Although I could totally be lying to you and not be knowing it. Because this looks exactly like the thing that she threw. Bell Beast. Bell Beast is going to be so freaking cool. Because I know it's a boss fight. And you have to tame the Bell Beast in order to unlock the fast travel. Okay, we got green bead. Very interesting. Maybe it's like a regenerating thing, and it's just not on screen long enough. But we can see that it'll move when Hornet hits Lace. Hey, we get to find out. We get to find out. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm done rambling. I've been rambling for about 50 minutes now. Yeah, we get Silksong. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I've said that like 1,000 times now, and I really don't have any other words for it because that's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be the best game ever, and I'm gonna be live streaming it on Twitch, and YouTube, of course, because I'm faithful to YouTube. But yes, Twitch. I have a Twitch. I'm putting the link in the description, so go follow me if you want to watch me on Twitch. I'm debuting on Twitch. Okay, so channel updates, because I want to talk about that outside of a post. In that post that I made on the day of, that a lot of stuff is getting postponed until I make Silksong playlist, until I make Silksong playthrough. Yeah, it might be a little bit. I know that a few of you voted for the Karma Flower video. The Karma Flower video, the script is done. The script is done. I just need to take the weekend to actually make it happen. I've also been working on the full Rain World lore video. That script is about 4,000 words long and is not anywhere near done. So that's going to be a crazy video. It's going to be a crazy video to pull together. Like, literally my longest video that's not a live stream. I also have been procrastinating very much with Pokemon Talk Generation 2, and now I have a good excuse, if I'm going to be honest. I still have not found, I'm finding it very difficult to, write a good, funny script. So maybe it's just Pokemon Talk writer's block, which, oh my god, that rhymed. Amazing. Anyway, leave a like if you're excited. Oh yeah, engagement farming. I'm a good YouTuber. Leave a subscribble on my channel, because I know you're watching the video. You've watched the video all the way through. I know you want to see Silksong in all of its glory. Well, guess what? The live stream is happening September 6th and September 7th. And then after that, unedited gameplay of me just hanging out. It'll be off stream because I want to make sure I can play when I get the chance. And if I do a live stream, then I kind of have to set aside several hours for that. And then when it's all said and done, you get the Silksong movie. That is many, many hours long. It'll all be unedited, mostly unedited, because I still have to stitch the stuff together. It'll be great. It'll be fine. Anyway, I will see y'all very soon. I am done hibernating. I am in the field making videos again. I really, really am running out of things to say because of how long I've been recording. So I'm just going to end the video here.